itself over India's position pertaining to what's been happening in the Middle East. The Congress now faces that internal debate because Shashi Tharoor has written an extensive op-ed in a national daily, while the party has now questioned the government's silence on the US, Israel and Iran war. Mr. Tharoor has hailed New Delhi's stance as responsible statecraft. He's clarified that the conflict violates international law and India's long-held principles of sovereignty and non-aggression, yet he's called the government's measured approach as a demonstration of strategic prudence. That's, of course, what Shashi Tharoor has said with respect to what's been happening. And not just Tharoor, there are others as well who've echoed those sentiments, but this is once again bound to elicit a strong response from the Congress party as well, which has been criticizing the Modi government stance on the war, not speaking up often enough, not condemning what we've been witnessing. However, Mr. Tharoor has said that this is a very prudent action that's been taken on the part of the government. It's strategic silence and should not be interpreted as weakness. Let me go across to my colleague Mohit Bhatt now for more on this. Mohit, not for the first time, Shashi Tharoor disagreeing with the rest of the Congress party in the manner in which this war has unfolded and what the government's own position is. Strong words indeed. We'll have to, of course, wait and see as to how the rest of the party now responds to what he said.
Well, Siddharth, Shashi Tharoor in that particular op-ed clearly said that India's silence is not open endorsement of the war. It's a responsible statecraft. And not just Shashi Tharoor, we have seen that how Manish Tiwari also stated what India is doing in terms of Iran-Israel conflict and the stand that we have taken is the right thing. And it comes at a time when the top leadership of the Congress party and their leader, their spokesperson, including Rahul Gandhi, have raised questions on the diplomatic effort that India could have taken in terms of Iran-Israel war. And we have seen Congress party, Rahul Gandhi attacking the Bharatiya Janata Party and the government, saying that the diplomacy has completely failed. But when Shashi Tharoor says that India's silence is not putting forward that India's silence is not endorsement of war, it's a responsible statecraft, it clearly contradicts the stand that has been taken by the Congress party in the parliament too, where the Congress party have completely attacked the government over their silence on the killing of the supreme leader of Iran, and how exactly there has been a crisis all across the country, why India did not condemn the killing of the supreme leader of Iran, why exactly proper steps were not being taken. But then India have always maintained that our national interest, the benefit of our citizens is of our top priority, and perhaps all the steps are being taken in that particular direction. Now, yes. Shashi Tharoor also stated that we should have condemned the killing of Khamenei as soon as it happened, but he also stated that we will also put forward our nation's interest first, and that is being done by the Congress, by the government. Now, BJP has also taken dig at the Congress party that Rahul Gandhi chooses Rajniti over Videsh Niti, while people who are in the Congress party, sensible persons who understand diplomacy, are hailing India's stand. So we have to wait and watch how will the top leadership of the Congress party will respond to this. All
right, we'll have to, of course, wait and see. Stay with us, Mohit, because not just Shashi Tharoor, another member of parliament from the Congress, has now decided to appreciate what the government has done so far. Congress member of parliament, Mr. Manish Tiwari, said that what's happening between Israel as well as Iran and the United States, taking a side, is not just about the Middle East. It's essentially the entire region, the territory carries a dynamic of its own. And India is doing the right thing so far, because that's what strategic autonomy is all about. It's the ability to protect your interests and navigate. And of course, look out for your own interests and ensure that those are indeed being met. So that's, of course, what Manish Tiwari has said. Let's listen into what he said.
So first of all, I think it's important to understand that there is not one war which is happening in West Asia. There are multiple wars which are taking place. There is, of course, the conflict between Israel and Iran, supported by the United States of America. Then, of course, there is the historical antipathy between some of the other major players in the wider Middle East with Iran. If we are...
So let me go back once again to Mohit Bhatt. Mohit, we'll of course have to now wait and see as to how the remainder of the Congress party reacts. When it comes to foreign policy issues, both Mr. Tharoor and Mr. Tiwari have had views that may not necessarily always be consistent with what the party leadership of the Congress advocates. How will the rest of the party now respond to what particularly Mr. Tharoor has said remains to be seen?
Well, Siddharth, you see, Shashi Tharoor stand during the time of Operation Sindoor, and when the delegation of the Indian parliamentarians went to various other countries to put forward India's views. At that point also, Shashi Tharoor took a very strong stand for the country, and he clearly stated at that particular time that at this particular time, I am not somebody who is representing the Congress party. I am representing India. And clearly at that particular time also, his stand was clear. His stand was about India's autonomy, how India has hit back at Pakistan, how Pakistan has been terrorizing the country. And at that particular time also, the BJP clearly stated that a responsible opposition should behave in this manner only, and Rahul Gandhi should take lessons from Shashi Tharoor. Now again, what we see is that Manish Tiwari, Shashi Tharoor, they have all come out and they have clearly stated that diplomacy is about our strategic autonomy and how exactly we can navigate through all these problems. And as of now, we have an energy crisis in our country. We know that how there is an LPG crisis in the country, and we are trying to solve that through diplomacy, and that is what is needed. It's not our war. We are minimal partners in the conflict that is going on, and perhaps that is why these leaders who understand diplomacy have spoken about it, and they have appreciated the India stand.
All right, we're still waiting for responses from within the Congress party. Thanks for that, Mohit. But the Samajwadi Party, among others, have already responded. The Samajwadi Party is asking or saying rather that Mr. Tharoor is unable to decide whether or not to stay in the Congress. The Communist Party of India, Marxist, which is of course in opposition to the Congress in Kerala, and both of them will be facing off in the upcoming elections. It claimed that Tharoor has received some favors from the Bharatiya Janata Party. That's what they've said. Let's listen in.
कांग्रेस के अंदर शशि थरूर की स्थिति ये है कि ना उधर जा पा रहे हैं ना इधर जा पा रहे हैं। कांग्रेस खुद अपने नेताओं को ना ट्रेनिंग दे पा रही है ना समझ पा रही है। शशि थरूर एक पॉलिटिकल लीडर है और मुझे लगता है जब तक वो जिस पार्टी में है उस पार्टी के हिसाब से बात करनी चाहिए। रही बात देश के लिए, देश ने क्या खामियाजा भुगता है ये पूरा देश एलपीजी की लाइनों में खड़ा हुआ देख रहा है। परेशानी कांग्रेस के अंदर है कि कांग्रेस खुद समझ नहीं पा रही है कि वो अपने लीडर को किस तरीके से समझाए।
Where diplomacy is being totally given a go by this fatherland and grandfatherland. Why? How can we keep quiet? America and Israel, they gave a goodbye to the diplomacy. Meeting was going on for solution of the problem on the table. They went out of the table and attacked. When this type of barbarism is there, then taking side on them, it is not diplomacy. It is a type of surrender. Shashi Tharoor, he got some favor from Modi, maybe his own soft opinion, but common people thinks we have not taken correct stand.
We'll slip into a short break. Those are the responses coming in. We'll wait and see as to how the Congress party now responds. See you shortly on the other side with more news and updates.